Hi. Yesterday, I posted a video about the drama cycle. So for those of you who did look at that, this is about the observer role. This is the role we want to embrace. We want to learn how to play the observer role in our lives. Or other people call this the witness, to be the witness in your life, or to be on the bird's perch, overlooking the world from this vantage point, if you like. But drama is all around us in our lives. And the time that we're living in right now is especially rife with drama. So I think this is a really good time to learn how to be the observer in a world full of drama. So drama doesn't just happen at the individual level. It doesn't just happen between you and the people in your life. It can also happen on a global scale. So you can have whole countries who play a role in the drama cycle and change roles as the drama unfolds. And so we do position ourselves in an advantage point if we can learn how to, firstly, consciously recognize these drama cycles in our lives. Secondly, know which default role we played when we were a child and up into our adult life and until we became conscious of it. Maybe that's now for you. And thirdly, learn how to be the observer. The observer is the one that really does avoid drama and stays more sort of resilient. Resilience is a skill and a strength and a trait which I would highly recommend you work on building in your life right now, because we do need a lot of strength and resilience right now with all of the craziness in the world. So let's talk about how to be the observer in your life, with your relationships and in general. First of all, know the principle of cause and effect. This is a hermetic principle, and it makes a lot of sense that there's always a cause to every effect, and you can begin to be at cause in your life rather than be at effect and be thrown around by the experience of life. You can start to take responsibility and choose exactly how you're going to be at cause in this life. So the observer has learned how to be at cause in their life. So let's talk a little bit about what being at effect is. Being at effect is playing any of these roles unconsciously: the bully, the rescuer, or the victim. So you may recognize your own self in one of these traits. Have a look at my other video about the drama cycle. But ultimately, what we want to be able to do is be at cause and no longer unconsciously be at effect and play these roles by default. So what does being at effect mean? Well, being at effect means blaming others, blaming the world, procrastinating, being reactive, putting up with things, having to do things, feeling that you have no choice, feeling powerless, responding to others' emotions, reacting, I should say, making excuses, being fatalistic, woe is me, justifying your victimhood, and being a follower in general. Now, being at cause, the observer has mastered taking responsibility, being decisive, being proactive, taking action, being opportunistic, making choices, feeling powerful, in control of their emotions, not influenced by others, taking initiative, making things happen, and taking leadership in your life. So the observer is aware of how drama cycles are formed and consciously chooses how they will take part. They simply step out of it and observe, and then come up with a plan of action. Although we sometimes need to play a role, we can play it consciously now and move out of the drama cycle. Eventually not having to take part at all. So observer traits, let's go over those again. We want to be detached, neutral, have a neutral perspective with little emotion if we can. Be aware that there are multiple possible solutions to every problem. Be responsible for what you think, say, and do. If something bothers you, own it. Assertively ask for help when needed. Do not take on the burdens of other people's problems, but offer help where they can, coach, challenge them. Look at my other video about that. Realize that others may not do the things that you want to do in the way you would want them to do, but don't interfere. So being at cause is being empowered. And those people who are at cause fully take responsibility for every outcome in their lives. So instead of blaming, judging, making excuses, reacting to circumstances, taking control, being proactive, being lighthearted in the process, being flexible, the law of requisite variety, the one with the most flexibility has the most power, being adaptable, being responsible, they are the leaders. The observer is the leader. So as the observer, you begin to notice your own behaviors from a neutral perspective, observing your emotions and using this new understanding of reprogramming, neuroplasticity, and practicing doing this on a daily basis, creating new neural pathways in our brain. So I would encourage you to look at the drama triangle in your own life. Look at the role you've played unconsciously, how you've always probably defaulted to a particular style in a conflict. And then learn to consciously choose how you're going to interact in the future, in relationships, and play the observer role with conscious choice. And believe me, your life will change. You'll have a lot less drama and you'll find a lot more peace, especially at this crazy time in the world. So I would encourage you to work on this and make it a priority, and you will see a lot more peace in your life. So I hope this has been encouraging. Please like, subscribe, share my videos if they resonate, and have a beautiful day. See ya.